He's once again back. Would you look at that? Pac-Man World Re-Pac. We got Pac-Man running into some water, running away from Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde. Isn't that cool? Alright, now let's go ahead and go to the back of it. Alright, feed your appetite for adventure in Pac-Man World Re-Pac. Pac-Man arrives home on his birthday to find the ghosts have kidnapped Pac-Man's family and ruin his party. Off to the rescue, Pac-Man sets out to Ghost Island. Let's go. World of adventure. Dodge ghosts, solve environmental puzzles, find keys in this platforming adventure to reach to rescue the Pac fam from the 6 areas of Ghost Island. Alright, he's got the moves. But that's the official name. Insane, I tell ya. Butt bounce, rev roll, hover jump, and more to reach the final face-off with the dreaded Talk Man. Alright, multiple modes. Play a collection of 3D mazes in maze mode. Clear quest mode to unlock the original Pac-Man game in original mode. Sounds very interesting. Extra content. We'd like to see that. Alright, just Pac-Man, Pinky, Inky, Clyde, Blinky, and I guess that's Talk Man, I'd assume. So yeah, that's it. Now let's go ahead and open up this game, Hey, the first standalone PS4 video in a very long time. Last video I had a PS4 video, but I had a different game with it. But hey, so this is the first standalone version. Open that up, and even the PS4 games have the game smell. Very nice. Nothing too different with this one. It's just the same thing as the box art. So nothing too interesting with that. So go ahead and close that. So Pac-Man World Re-Pac. Let's talk about this game. So, Pac-Man World as a series is a series that I am familiar with even before this Re-Pac, remaster, remake. I couldn't find out. I don't know, but whatever it is, my first ever experience with a Pac-Man World was Pac-Man World 2. I remember owning the game, playing it on my PS2, and I remember having a jolly old time playing Pac-Man World 2. That game was really fun, I think. Here's the thing about that game, in terms of all the games that I remember playing from my childhood, I wouldn't really say that I'd put Pac-Man World 2 anywhere, high up. Because, I remember having fun. I genuinely do remember having fun playing the game, eating ghosts, doing the platforming and stuff, but I don't remember it ever particularly being, an amazing game that, oh man, I'm gonna remember this game for the rest of my life. I just remember Pac-Man World 2 just being a really competent platform, and I had fun with it, and yeah, but, I wouldn't put it as one of my favorite games ever, but I do remember Pac-Man World being a fun series to play. Of course, as I said, I've never owned the first one, and I'm literally 10 seconds ago I found out that Pac-Man World 3 exists. I didn't even know this series was a trilogy. I just thought it was a duology because I never even knew. I never even heard about Pac-Man World 3, but I looked it up. I was like, oh hey, a third game exists? Cool. That's something. Yeah, but in terms of this game, specifically here, from the very short research that I did on this game, I feel like the general consensus for this game is, people like it, I'm thinking everybody, for the most part saying, hey, Pac-Man World Re-Pac is a competent remake, remaster of Pac-Man World, Pac-Man World 1, everybody likes it, I don't think nobody has a problem with it, so that's cool. So that means, hey, I can play the first Pac-Man World game in HD and enjoy it, because from what I can tell they changed about the games, I feel like they just kind of just gave the game an HD paint. Definitely does not compare to the Insane Trilogy, or whatever the Spiral Trilogy is called, which is something that I would like to say. It would have been so cool, if they would have given this game the Insane Trilogy, treatment, and, gave us Pac-Man World 1, 2, and 3, and, gave us, really good graphics, but, for Crash and Spyro, those are like like PlayStation hood heroes or whatever. Like those games are like classics. You just can't beat the pull that Crash and Spyro games had back on the original PlayStation game consoles and stuff like that. So like, of course those games would get like these amazing remakes or whatever. So of course those games kind of it kind of more makes more sense. But even if it wasn't like completely giving them that like really nice coat of paint, it would have just been really nice to give us all 3 games in one package. But for some reason they decided to just give us one, which is okay. I do hope that one day we'll get the rest of the games, because I would like to see those games in HD, because like there's not really any current way to play Pac-Man World 2 or 3. So, Bandai, please give us those 2 games. That'd be nice. So that's something I hope that we get one day. And yeah, but hopefully, one day we'll be able to see these games on well, I guess at this point, PS5 and Xbox. But yeah, that's what I mean. So that's about it for this game in particular. I don't really have much else to talk about this game because as I said, I said everything I want to say. I guess I can say this though. Why did I get this game on PS4? And not Switch? Why didn't I get the Switch version? I almost forgot about this. The reason why I got this game for PS4 is because of the fact that like I found it for $10 at like Walmart. I was like looking. When this game first came out. I saw when this game first came out. I was like, hey, Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man. I even say I love Pac-Man. And I was like, okay, let me like look around for Pac-Man World Re-Pac. The game came out for however much it was, like 40, I don't know. And I saw the game. I looked at the price, like, okay, I'll just wait for a sale. And wait, I did. And I think the game did eventually go down to like $20, I think. But I never really ever saw any physical copies of this game. So I was just waiting for a Switch copy. I could probably find a copy for $20 online, but it's just $20, and I was like waiting, and and then like Steam, then I would eventually I would like see the game go on sale on Steam for like $5 and like 47 cents. Like, man, I might as well just buy it on Switch, because even if I did, because like the game, when I was like around the time when I said like when the game was like $20, the game had been out for a while, so there would absolutely no way I was gonna be able to get any gold points from it. So like, okay, that's out of the window. So I was like, yeah, I'll just wait. I would see it on Steam, like, man, do I really want to buy it on Switch when I can just buy it on Steam and I won't get any points? So I just just kept on thinking about that. But eventually one day I was going to Walmart and I was like, hey, let me just go and look at the PS4 games, because at the time I was collecting PS4 games. Like, wow, would you look at that? That's Pac-Man World Re-Pac for $10, and I got it. And well, that's basically how I ended up with this game. So I think that's a great price. Pac-Man World Re-Pac, only $10 for the PS4. Good deal to me. So I picked the game up and I got it. And I also got another game, but I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. So I'll just leave that out for later or whatever. So yeah, I got the game, and here I'm making this video now. So the first ever standalone PS4 video in a while. So this, I wanted to do an easy game, that I could at least have some good input on. So I did a little bit of research on this one. So yeah, that's about it for this video. The Pac-Man World Re-Pac video. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this, as I said, Pac-Man World Re-Pac video, and goodbye.